I just bought a 20-foot shipping container, and inside of it, I'm going to build a soundproof music studio. I decided to document the process of exactly what I'm doing and put it all together into this little web series. So this is the first video of the series, all about preparing the container itself and getting it ready to start our build. Shipping containers live a hard life at sea, getting banged about, then they end up in some prick's backyard, copping the full wrath of the Australian sun. Old Frank the Tank's got a bit of a rust problem, so we're going to treat it today by cutting the rust back, applying some rust buster, and then giving it a fresh coat of paint. Let's do it. All containers over time will rust. I bought this one secondhand from a container retailer, and as an optional extra, I got them to put a coat of paint on the thing. Now, kind of as you'd imagine, they've just painted over the top of any problem spots. I'm not sure if you can see the flaking and all the rust spots. So today we're going to grind that back, get rid of that rust, treat it with a bit of rust remover or rust reverser, and then put a fresh coat of paint on. That's going to give us years more life and stop any water from getting in. So in order to paint and prep this container today, we're going to need the following tools: a grinder with a flap disc, a drill with a wire brush attachment, paint scraper, paintbrush, PPE. You're going to need some rust buster, some metal primer, or if you've only got a little bit of area, some metal paint, and then you're just going to need some stuff to clean up with. I'll put a link below to our website where we've got the full list of all the materials and tools that you'll need for this. Got on my safety, fucking hell. Fuck. Got all my safety stuff. We're going to start with the drill brush. See how that goes. This one did a really good job at getting rid of the flaking paint. It takes a little bit longer to kind of clear away the rust, but I reckon that's the tool of choice, this one. I've just found some problem areas on the roof of the container. You can see here we've got a bit of a gully where it's been banged about, and water's been pooling in there and it's just been rusting away. So that's really important that we treat that. If we don't, it'll eventually rust through and you'll have a leak into your studio. We've got another one here, another one over there. So first step one's to clean out that rust and treat it, and then we're going to paint it and bog it. So the rust converter or the rust buster, that's an acidic solution that reacts with the iron oxide or the rust. It converts it into iron tannate, which is a lot more of a stable kind of compound or material. So we're going to whack this on, let it dry and see what happens. So the rust buster's dry. Rust buster. And we've been and had some lunch. The surfaces are prepped. It's ready to slap on some paint. So really important to remember, use a metal primer. That's going to get a tighter bond with the steel, and your paint's actually going to stick on longer. Once that metal primer's on, you can use any form of external paint, exterior paint, but I'm using a specialty metal paint. That's mostly because I've only got a tiny area to cover, and this stuff's really expensive. I hope it does a better job. You just watched a grown man grind and paint a big metal box, which I guess is a little bit boring, but we needed to do that. Needed to treat the rust to make sure that we don't get any water inside of our studio. So now it's all prepped, we're ready to start the build. Actually not yet. Tomorrow I have to go buy all the materials, drive around and pick it all up. So that'll be the next video. Please like and subscribe to the channel, or like this video, so you can follow along my journey building a studio inside of a shipping container. Ask me any questions in the comment section below, and I'll try and link you to an explainer video which gives a bit of detail about how I got myself into this mess, and maybe the design of what we're trying to do here. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.